What's up, Underdogs? Welcome back to the Underdog Voice podcast, where we turn overlooked moments into undeniable growth. I'm your host, Coach Q, and today we got a special one. Addison Persons. Confidence is built in the gym, but character, that's built in how you handle setbacks. And nobody proves that better than today's guest. Addison, a 5'8" combo guard out of Gainesville High School, rocking a 4.2. Let me repeat that. She's rocking a 4.2 GPA, and she has a 6'2" wingspan, and the grind to bounce back stronger after hip surgery. She's brains, buckets, and an all underdog mentality. And stick around, because the fun fire round will show you a side of Addison you won't find on any stat sheet. So, let's get it. I bet you ain't nobody ever introduced you like that, did they?
No.
So from now on, like when you're in the game, you tell a person on the mic, this is how I want to be introduced. All right? You tell them that. This is how I want to be introduced. What's going on, Addison? Did I pronounce your name and stuff right? Because I always get stuff wrong.
Yes.
All right, good. Because I was like, ooh, I forgot to ask her that. So how's your day going?
I'm good. It's going good. How's yours?
A wonderful day. I had a half a day at work, so that was perfect for me. But tomorrow was a full day, so I got to get prepared for that. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Perfect. Any workouts or practice today?
Yes, sir. This morning, me, my dad, and my best friend, we went out training.
Oh, okay. Okay. See that, y'all? Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. Got to get into
Yep.
that Breakfast Club. They train different up here. Huh? All right, well, let's get into it, Addison. For the past couple of weeks, I've been having this. It's been 5 or 6 years old, right? So you started at 6 years old, right? So take me back, and I'm not going to say way back. That's only for people like me. But take me back. So what made you fall in love with basketball in the first place?
Yeah. So obviously, I was very young. And my parents just put me in it because I needed something to do to occupy my time and everything. But once I started, it really felt like it gave me a purpose and a place where I could escape and be myself. And so that really made me fall in love with it.
Okay, okay. Basketball, no swimming, no nothing else.
Well, I played many sports, but basketball was definitely
The
definitely
one.
my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. They put you on a lot of stuff though, so you can
Yeah.
figure out which one you love. You know what I mean? Because some people just
Mhm.
throw their kids in basketball and say, "That's it. That's all you're gonna play." You know what I mean? But I think being a well-rounded athlete helps you more in your, in your main sport, and it prevent injuries. So I think that's just excellent. All right. So was there a moment where you knew, yep, this isn't just fun. This is who I am?
Um, so in 7th grade, I was playing for a team and the coach was really awful to me. So when I left, I went and I played for a coach, Coach Yaya. And that season was, my confidence building season. And from there, she became my trainer. And during that time, that's when I really I knew this was for me, like she really helped build my confidence back and I really fell in love with the game and I realized this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be, this is what I want in my future. So she really helped give that to me and that's when I really realized.
Good, good. Hey, and that's one reason why. Speaking of confidence, that's one reason why I created my academy for athletes. I have an academy called Underdawgs Voice Academy, and we work on that. We work on confidence, leadership skills, and um, mental toughness. This for this 1 second, tell me how did that feel when you was with that old coach, and how that damaged your confidence, and a little bit about how did your new coach help you bounce back from that? Because I think that's very important for athletes.
Yeah. She really she was not a very good coach, she really brought you down mentally. in like passive aggressive ways, and that really crushed me, because obviously like that's what I love. That's what I wanted to do and kind of put me down and made me feel like I was less than that. And at that point, I didn't really want to play basketball anymore because of that. But when I went to Yaya, she really showed me like, I'm good. Like I can do this. And she helped me grow because of that. And ever since then, I've been up. She made me realize that no one can put me down. Like I'm my own person. I got that.
Right, right, right. And that's a good thing because to me, I don't think if you mentally tough, nobody can take your confidence away from you, no matter what they say to you. So that's my plan to make sure I'm building and helping athletes become mentally tough, so they can have that stamina as far as confidence like you have right now. So that's a great story. Go ahead, Coach Yaya. That's her name, right? Yaya.
Yep.
All right, Yaya, Coach Yaya. Go ahead, girl. All right. So look, you got siblings. You got siblings in law and in field hockey. All right. And your father played football, right? And from me talking to him, I already know he's like competitive. So who's the most competitive at home? And listen, don't lie. Tell me who really cries first when they lose.
Well, obviously, my dad's super competitive, but my brother, he gets that from him. Like, no matter what he does, he's gonna try to argue with you, and he gets real mad if he loses. So, I mean, that makes him good as law, but
Do he cry first when he lose?
there has been times.
Oh man, bro just got put on blast. Oh wow. I used to be like that. I hate losing. I hate losing, boy. I'd be the first one to drop a tear if I lose. Oh my god. All right, so so with your ability to create off the dribble and that mid range game that you have, which I love the mid range game. Like I don't even allow my young players to shoot threes. I don't. Like, nope, your form not ready. Just you better stick with mid range, and it helps them get better. So with that mid range, how do you keep defenders guessing?
That's the thing, because I can create off the dribble, I can get to the rim, I can shoot mid range, and threes are getting there. But that's what keeps them guessing is that like all three levels, like they can't step back, otherwise I'm gonna shoot that, And then if they come up, I'm making a move, I'm getting by them. So no matter what they do, like they can't gamble. Like I have everything I need to be able to make a move and be able to score.
And see, and that's without 3 pointers. 3 pointers are good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I just think as you developing your shot, that you should know how to get to your spots. Like perfect example is Paige Beckers, right? She a shooter three, but she don't overshoot them. You know what I mean? If you watch any of her game, her mid range is like unbelievable. She gets you that elbow, and it's good majority of the time. So having that and knowing where to get you your spot set, I think that's a real good thing. So I applaud you on that. Defensively though, with that 6'2" wingspan, you have to be a nightmare, right? You're a nightmare. So how do you use your length and energy to disrupt plays?
So, obviously I love defense. I love to push up. If I take that step back, like I can take that step back and still, be there. But that's what people don't think, like I can take that step back. They think they have space and that's when they try to go. But then when at the rim, they think they have the space to go up, but my wingspan allows me to be able to block their shots and to be right there. So I think that's what catches them off guard.
All right. So be real. When you block someone's shot, are you humble or do you let them know about it?
I mean, I'm pretty humble for the most part, but if they're gonna say something to me, I'm gonna say some stuff back.
Now, now, did you ever tell somebody get that sugar honey iced tea out of here? I ain't gonna tell your father. So.
I mean, there have been some choice words that may have been said.
All right, good, good, good. All right, so let's talk about your setback for a minute. You just had, hip surgery this past December, and a lot of athletes would have folded under that pressure, but because of Coach Yaya, you became mentally tough. You know, so how did you stay mentally tough though through the recovery?
So let's go back here. So when I originally tore it and they had told me that I had tore it, I had 2 options then, and that was to either play through that freshman season or to wait and have the surgery. And my choice was to play through the season, and I was completely and mentally ready to play through whatever pain and to get through that season, and then I was gonna get surgery. But when I had went in to, look at the MRI results and everything, they said I had a loose foreign body and that I wasn't allowed to play through because it would've just made it a whole lot worse. But then I had to get the surgery, and so then that already, like, crushed me. But throughout the whole process of getting back and everything, I had really great people around me, my trainers, Coach Yaya and Coach Chris, parents, my physical therapist, everything. And that actually I try to think positive on that whole situation, because obviously if I just thought negative, it just would have gone down. Like, there was nothing I could do at that point, so the more positive I was, the better. So getting to watch everyone else play and everything really helped me because then I could help understand the game a lot more and, help me get ready for this newer season.
Okay. So what roles did your family play in keeping your spirits up? Like, did they take you out to eat pizza? Like,
They were definitely through me there for me through it all. Like, everything I needed, they got for me. Mm, they helped me find the best physical therapist so I could get back on the right track. They have really done a lot to help me.
all right. So I now, Addison, I know your dad has a powerful story because me and him talked a lot between you know podcasts happening. So your dad has a powerful story himself. He was recruited out of high school. He played semi-pro football, and then he has an ACL tear. Then he goes to the military. He has 13 knee surgery. That's an underdog grit right there, right? So how does seeing what he's been through shape your approach, or knowing what he's been through shape your approach to the game and bounce back from your own challenges?
Well, I think, knowing that he's been through so much and he's been able to get through it and become who he is now, I think that's really helped me because he's given me the advice and he knows how to get out of those situations. So him pushing me through my physical therapy and everything to get back on the right track has really helped me.
Great, great, great dad, great dad. All right, so when you were on the sideline, so did you turn into the loudest assistant coach on the bench, or were you just chill out of your comeback quickly,
No, I
quietly?
was I was definitely loud. That allowed me to learn more and watch and I could see everything. So I was definitely loud and telling everyone where they need to be and everything like that.
Sometimes I think, and I don't wish injuries on nobody. Um, I think sometimes when you sit still and watch, you learn more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And it just makes you a better player because it boosts your IQ. So okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not in the game, but I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and you want to be in the game so much that you pay attention more. Then if you didn't have an injury, you on the bench. You know what I mean? Because if you ain't starting and you sitting on the bench, your thoughts most of the time in your mind is, I want to get in the game. I want to get in the game. I want to. It ain't really watching what's going on in the game and paying attention to it. You know what I mean? So I just think that at the time of your injury, that you were so, I really need to play. I really need to play, but I also need to be there for my teammates. So I think you really just like focus on paying attention to what's going on in the game so you can help your teammates out, and that made you still feel part of the team. Am I correct, or let me know?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so listen, fam. Addison been dropping gems already. From how she used her wingspan to lock people up on defense, to bouncing back from hit surgery. But stick around with us because in the fun fire round, we're gonna find out what really makes her tick off the court. And I promise you, you don't wanna miss it.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, Addison. Look, you're locked in academically. You plan on studying nursing. So, how do you balance the grind of basketball with school?
Obviously, last year it was a lot easier because I had a lot more time, but I think time management is definitely the most important thing. Knowing if you have basketball later, but you have stuff to get done in school that you need to make sure that you have the time for both of it. So planning ahead and knowing that like at this time I need to do this, and then at this time I have basketball, but then when I get back, I can work on that again. So really, managing your time more and paying attention a lot in school so that way you help understand the subjects a lot more. So that really definitely plays a part.
I don't think a lot of people understand, and they don't get it until they get to college, right? How important knowing how to manage your time at an early age is. Like in high school, like, and I'm a middle school teacher, right? So I try to tell my students, like, start trying to manage your time now, so you can get used to it as you get into high school. Then, if you decide to go to college, but even in life, like, you got to manage your time. So I don't really think people know how important that is until you like, oh my gosh, I'm missing this and I'm missing that. Yeah, because you're not managing your time, and it's not, you know, it's not really helping you out because I just don't think people really know how it is until they get to college. Because I got girls in college now, but like, Coach, you was right. I'm like, you don't gotta tell me I'm right. I was right. I already knew I was right. So you only got to tell me. All right. So do you see your discipline in the classroom as helping you be a leader on the court?
Yeah, I do. Being disciplined in the classroom definitely translates to being disciplined on the court. And know that discipline really helps you become a leader, It like showing that you're locked into your teammates and setting an example for them so you become a leader so that way they know that like, oh, like, she's serious about this, like maybe we should be too, and it kind of helps push them to be better too.
Great, great, great. But be honest, which one is scarier? A coach yelling about a turnover or your teacher calling calling out a pop quiz?
Definitely a coach yelling about turnover.
Hey, so listen, because I always when I'm doing my academy, right, and when I'm talking to one of my clients, right, I always give them a go to word or phrase to help when your coach yell at you about a turnover. So, do you have a go to phrase?
No, honestly, I sit there and I just let them yell, and then after that, if I have to explain, I'll explain. If not, I keep my composure.
If not, it's just like, okay, coach, I got you, and then you just go
Mhm.
out, good, 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 right, right mentality to have. Okay, so what's the ultimate dream for you, like on the court and off the court?
On the court, obviously I want to play college basketball, and everyone wants to play D1, but really, like, if I can go D1, I'll go D1. Like, that's definitely a dream. But if not, like, any college level basketball is definitely the dream for me. That's what I want to do. And off the court, I want to be a geriatric oncology nurse. So that's my goal there.
I am so happy you said that about D1. I am because I think a lot of kids are stuck home right now because they think I'm not if I don't go D1, I ain't going nowhere else. And again, like for me, I'm that type of coach. Most of my girls that I coach that are in college, I got like probably two girls that I ever had a part of coaching, two or three girls that I ever had a part of coaching that's playing D1 basketball. Right, everybody else either in D2, D3, NAIA, or JUCO right now. Everybody path is different, but to have that D1 or bus mentality, I think a lot of kids um mess up their dream just having that D1, or bus mentality because become a D1 player, you gotta do stuff that the number one person in the country is doing, and if you're not willing to do that, then how could you even think about going D1? How could you even think about even playing college basketball, period, if you're not getting up like you get up 6 o'clock in the morning and go run and work out every day? You know what I mean? So that I just don't get that logic that, like you said, long as you get to play in college, you good with that, no matter what level it is. Nah, I applaud you for that. Let's give her a hand. But how do you define being a leader at just 15 years old?
Oh, I think that being a leader always isn't, being the loudest person out there. Because you could be the loudest person, but you could be yelling the wrong thing. So I think being a leader is someone who sets an example for everyone else and pushes everyone around them to be the best that they can be. Always put in the most work so everyone around them can see like that, like I said, like they want it real bad, like we should too.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. I think you're absolutely right. The loudest person is not always the best leader. Absolutely. You can be quiet as you can be, but If you first in line, you first in the drills, like you said, that's the leader. That's the leader I'm looking for, at least. Like, oh, she first in every drill. Who else would I make team captain? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good thing. All right, so if I gave you a mic right now and said you have to give your teammate a pump up speech, would it be a motivational speech or would it sound like a TikTok skit?
I mean, if it was a serious situation, I got that. I can be motivational, but if it's not so serious, it might sound really sarcastic and I might be laughing.
So for your coach, right? What's your coach's favorite thing to say? And try to sound like your coach. Like what's one thing you and your, because I get this all the time with my girls. So what's one thing like your coach always saying that y'all are always mocking? And don't get yourself in trouble. But
One thing he always does is for every game, he finds a quote from a book or something, and he reads that like it's the most motivational thing ever. And I can't remember the quote. There's a quote that the whole team laughs at because it's he got it from some book, and it's not the most motivational.
so y'all be like, what? All right, cool. All right, listen, y'all, look, brains, buckets, and a bounce back story. Addison has already shown us what underdog mentality look like. But now, let's flip it. It's time for the fun fire round. Quick hits, laughs, on the side of Addison you won't see on a highlight tape. All right, you ready, Addison? You ready?
Yes.
All right, fun fire round now. Listen up. All right. So we're down by 10. Okay. Each question I ask you is worth 2 points. If I like it, if I really like it, I might give you the 3. Okay. Even though you don't shoot that many threes in the game, but I might give you a 3. If it's okay, I might give you a 1. If I don't like your answer at all, I'm not giving you any points at all. I'm just like, you're not going to get no points. Okay. But I don't lose. We can't lose this game. Okay. I might ask you a bonus question if it's tied up. And then is one question that I might ask you that if you say the wrong thing, you get to say the wrong answer, you might lose 5 points. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's get started. All right. Fun fire round. Say the first thing that popped to your mind, real quick, real fast. We might elaborate on it. Okay. First question. Favorite pregame meal?
Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm.
What? The number 8?
Some nuggets and fries. Chicken nugget, large fry.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, who wins 1v1? You or your father?
Me, 100%.
Them knees ain't gonna help him out. Oh my God, them knees ain't gonna help him out.
No.
All right. That's 4 points right there. We're down by 6. You know what? I'm gonna give you a 3 for that one. So, all right, we got 5. So we're down by 5. All right. First sneaker you ever fell in love with?
KDs.
Okay. All right. Okay, I give you 2 for that one. KDs. That's my man. I like that. Okay, so it's 7. We down 3. You're doing great. All right. Worst basketball habit you still try to break?
Like, if someone's in the paint and they're going up to pump fake, I'm gonna jump every time and try to block it.
You try to get that block. All right, that's 2. So we're down 1. Okay. You might be a blowout right here. All right, so who's your basketball role model?
Hey, so I don't watch a lot of basketball, which I know is really bad.
Oh my God, you're about to lose some points here. You're about to lose some points. You don't watch basketball?
I don't watch a lot. I watch a lot of our highlights and like other teams and some college sometimes.
Okay, all right.
But so if I had to pick like a favorite player, it would probably be Paige Beckers. But my like role model is probably my trainer, Coach Chris.
Okay. I got you. I like that. All right, so we up by 1. All right, but you still can lose because this one question I'm gonna ask you. All right, you got 3 more questions that I'm gonna ask. So you blew it. You blew right past this. You probably might be the first one or the second one with a blowout. All right, so we're up by 1, right? Okay, good. So if you could swap sports for one day, like swimming like your mom, field hockey like your sister, football like your dad, or being a lawyer like your brother, what would you pick?
Pick football 100%.
Football? Do you like flag football?
Played flag football when I was younger, so yeah.
Okay. Do they have flag football at your high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I wish they hurry up and bring it to mine. The city has it, the county don't have it yet. I'm like, come on, hurry up, shoot! I want to coach flag football. I used to coach football, but I want to coach flag football. I'm a PE health teacher, so that's one of my favorite units I like to teach. All right, so next question, that gives us 2, so we up by 3. All right, listen, real quick. So your dad plays semi-pro football. He tore his ACL, went to the military, and had 13 knee surgeries. If you had to describe him as a teammate in one word, what would it be? And would you pick him first in the draft or make him prove himself?
Let's say the word is competitive for sure. But I would pick him first. He's definitely a good teammate to have.
Okay. All right.
He won't let you lose.
Okay. All right. Okay. Great. All right. So we up by 5, I think, or 7. One of those numbers. But all right, I'm gonna ask you this one question. Now, it's gonna cause you to win by 2 or lose the whole game. Got it? Now, what is your favorite go-to song before a game or artist before a game?
Okay, so I don't like to listen to like beat music, which is kind of, everyone does that.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite artist to listen to is Daniel Caesar before every game.
All right, good. Okay. You got it. Good blowout. Good win. Okay. Good win. We won by 9 points. I'm going to say 9 because I probably forgot, I used to be a whiz in math. I don't know why. I guess because I'm getting older. I hope the points right. Well, we won anyway, so it don't even matter. Great job. All right, good job. That's the end of the fun fight round. You're a certified underdog now, girl. Go ahead. Certified underdog now.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, so now I'm about to ask you a question that I ask all my guests. This is my signature question. Oh, what does being an underdog means to you, and how do you carry that mindset on and off the court?
I think being an underdog means that you're counted out, people doubt you, but you use that doubt to fuel you. And on the court, you're going to work to be the best person there. And then off the court, you're going to, be humble but you're going to work behind the scenes. That way your actions speak for you.
Great answer. Love it. All right, listen. So, fam, look, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Underdawgs Voice Podcast. But listen, Addisen Person shows us that what it's like to bounce back from surgery, lock in on school, and still chase your dream with grit and confidence. Parents and athletes, let this be a reminder that setbacks don't define you. Your response does. So, Addison, let everybody know where they can follow you at on Instagram so they can continue to follow your story and things like that.
My Instagram is Addisen_person23, and my Twitter, I believe, is just Addisen Person 23 or just Addisen Person. I'm not too sure.
All right, y'all.
But Twitter is where all the basketball goes.
Okay. So, all you fam, look, follow Addison on her journey. And look, parents, if your child is having confidence issues, or you want your child just to get better, or if your child is out there you should get your child out there every weekend in games, but in practice they're star, but when they get in the game they freeze. We got things that can help. So you can go check out the links below, or you can join our Doghouse community where we have athletes that comes on and we build this community that have like-minded athletes talk about their journey and help them overcome confidence issues. And also, go to our website and grab some merch, right? Let your athlete rep their grind. All right? All right, y'all. Listen, I love y'all. Thank you, Addison, for being on the show. And remember, every underdog has their day. I'm Coach Q with Addisen Persons, and guess what? We're out.